Good morning. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 5th of June. Ooh, bit foggy outside again today, cloudy, very grey. Not so nice today, guys. So I'm in here this morning shooting. No doggies to interrupt and knock cameras over either. Welcome anybody new to my channel as well. Please feel free to comment down below. We chat to each other here. We let each other know what's going on around the globe because basically, as we know, none of it is shown on mainstream media. And I can guarantee, guys, and I've been watching and keeping an eye out, absolutely nothing zilch here in Oz about the London protests. I have seen nothing. Nothing at all. Actually, zero. Nothing. Unbelievable. And they were huge. It was a huge event. Cheers, everyone. I have got my coffee. A little bit of admin this morning, guys. Haven't got a lot. Just got a little bit to get through. Following up yesterday's video. Oh, please hit the like buttons too, guys. I don't want to forget that because that helps me a lot. And also consider subscribing. Lovely to have you here. We've got the Fauci cover-ups. Yes, we can't not talk about it. I ended up working out it was in the US Congress. They were grilling him in the US Congress. Not that anything ever comes of it, does it, guys? We know it all goes round in circles like part of the clown show. Well, they were grilling him over the CV event and everything that went on and the gain of function research, you know, all the same kind of things. And, well, yes, he's admitting they sort of played it all by ear and sort of made it up as they went. So that's great, isn't it? Meanwhile, they've destroyed people's lives. People lost their jobs, lost their houses, committed suicide, got vilified, ostracized, lost family, friends. Like, the list goes on and on and on. Oh, not to mention the people with side effects, blah, 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 etc. Well, we won't even go down that road because it's a continuous road of effects that the last 4 years has had on people. And that's not even touching on, well, it is touching on the mental health if you think of suicide, but imagine what it's done to kids and stuff. Oh, all that fear. Now, a lot of kids are probably living in fear and... let's not even go there, guys. So basically, nothing will come of it. But one day, fingers, the truth is out there. It's like the bubbles of truth, guys. Once the truth is out there, it's there for all to be seen. So hopefully one day, some of the people in the mass psychosis or people waking up will find the words coming out of Fauci's mouth, meaning, in other words, they didn't know what they were doing. Oh, my God. And that it could possibly, of course, be... yes, a possible lab-leaked virus. Could be. Oh, now they tell us. We already knew that. We could have told them. No one listens to us, guys, do they? No, they're conspiracy theorists. Oh, and the other thing here in Oz, guys, which I know you guys in the UK and America and all that would be getting the same thing. We always knew this was coming. Oh, the ADF here, which is the Australian Defence Force, they're recruiting foreign residents now. So they're making out it's only people from New Zealand. So if someone's living, say, in Australia from New Zealand, they're going to be allowed to join the Australian Defence Force. But what they're sort of alluding to is pretty much it could be anyone down the track, not just New Zealanders. So I'm thinking the immigrants might get a bit of a look in there, which would be very interesting, wouldn't it, guys? Oh, imagine that in the UK. Oh, God. So we know where it's all headed. Upping their military programs and all this kind of crap. Oh, it just goes on, doesn't it? This is nonsense. Oh, yes, and of course, I did notice running along the bottom of the news story this morning, the third farm, I think, to be closed down in Victoria. It's always Victoria, the most locked down city in the world. Where the capital was Melbourne, of course. Another bird flu outbreak. Yes, guys, I know this went around the UK, wasn't it? It's been everywhere. Well, it's here in Oz now. It's very scary. You need to be very afraid, guys. Yes. So that's what's happening here down under, guys. A lot. All right, I'll close my eyes, get started, and we'll just see what comes up today. Okay, guys. Hey, don't forget to check me out on Rumble too, guys. I am on Rumble now. Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic. All right. I'm getting now there's a lot of plans to take a lot of military to the sky. I've been saying for quite a while now there's a lot of this upping of the Navy ships, the Navy air carriers at sea that have the planes going in and out. I feel like they're really upping the ante now on the aircraft flybys and protecting their zones with the aircraft, the Top Gun kind of stuff going on. This will be starting to happen. China will be doing its intimidation with its flybys. I'm just getting this kind of thing a lot more. We're going to hear a lot more about aerial intimidation. It really, I see it just as intimidation. Everyone's up in the ante when it comes to the aircraft. Military exercise. There's going to be like a lot more of this stuff we're going to hear about. So the aircraft kind of air forces, etc., are going to be an area where a lot of money's going to start going into as well. Not just the Navy and protecting borders and all this stuff. There's going to be a lot of the Top Gun, looking for recruits, all this kind of thing. But it's going to be all intimidation. I still don't see lots of war happening, guys. It's all just fear tactics. We know it is. All right. Isn't it weird, guys, when you see pictures of like Ukraine or whatever, the war-torn countries that are completely torn apart? They're uninhabitable. How does anyone live in that massive concrete crap that's rubble? I just don't get it. Nothing makes sense. Are they all living in tents? Like, they're probably all living in the UK or America by now. God, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Anyway, all right, let's keep going. I'm getting that Paris might have a little scare. We know they've got the Olympics coming around the corner in July, I think it is. Paris might get like a little bomb threat scare or some sort of scare, but I think it's going to be a bit, I really think it's going to be like staged. I feel like it's just going to be so they can really up the ante on their control and security and tighten up the belt around security. I feel like, and they might even show like someone being dragged off, arrested and getting thrown into like the SWAT van or something. It could be like a bit of drama, but I do feel it could be, we often talk about the rent-a-protester. Well, it could be even something like this where he's got to really send the signal to people that if you stand up and you do anything, we're going to be straight on it. We've got riot teams ready to go. They want to put this intimidation threat subconsciously in people's minds now. So I feel like there might be something in Paris. Not major, but they'll make it all major incident. They'll make it all drama and major. That's what I'm getting. But there's a purpose in that because they want to make sure nobody rocks the boat in France while the games are on. Because people are still wanting to stand up. I keep telling you that in France. They still want to rise, but they'll wait. They will wait. I keep saying September for them. All right. Hang on. Getting China. I'm getting China's rising. Oh, fingers. Come on, guys. China, you can do this. You can. Oh, you have to. You have to do this. We've got to get rid of Trudeau. I am seeing China rising into its strength and power. People are coming together. And when they're coming together, it's saying they're sticking like glue. Like once someone joins this, oh my God, people in Canada, China, they can't take this anymore. There's no life for them. I keep saying that. It's you're going to take this road on the freeway or that road on the freeway and everyone's jumping over this guardrail. I just keep getting it for China. And they're sticking to these freedom parties like glue. It's getting to the point in China now where people don't even care, or a lot of people waking up, that is, not you guys on my channel. A lot of people waking up don't care if they're considered conspiracy theorists, flat earth tin hat for wearers anymore. Oh, can you believe it? They've definitely zipped off the bubble denial suits now, and they're looking at the truth. They're looking for the truth, and they're starting to live the truth. They're starting to live like this, like the communist China thing's just kind of slipping in. like that entity, the Blob movie. We had that a long, long time ago when I first started my channel. We used to get that image of the Blob movie. You know, remember that old movie, The Blob? It was like a horror movie back in the 60s or something. And it would just creep in and take over. Well, that's what communism's like in China at the moment. It's just creeping and seeping like this blob. And people are realizing now, and so they're running from it. It's like in the movie, there's pictures of people running out of the cinema and all this kind of stuff, and this blob's just creeping and onto the world, into the world. But people are running from it now, and they're sticking to the freedom parties and the conspiracy theorists, and they're looking for they're really looking for the awakened people to be their guide. I keep getting it all the time. We got that in my video the other day about how we're like the guidepost, we're the lighthouse in the storm, we're the vibrational frequency that people want to, that people are attracted to. It's that law of attraction thing, isn't it, guys? Or just mean vibrationally, guys. Because people, a lot of people waking up are losing their way. They're not sure what direction to take. Hang on, if I take this road to the government, I know where that's headed, and I don't want to go down that road. So I'm going to have to just become a conspiracy theorist. And I think at the moment, a lot of people in China are just like throwing their hands in the air like, I don't think I give a crap anymore. I'm just going to be called a conspiracy theorist. Because I think people have realised, that the other option ain't so great. I might as well join this mob over here. As much as they probably don't want to, they realise they have to. Because they have to make a difference. Otherwise, they're living like panda. All right, let's keep going. And they're showing me Trudeau at the desk, and he's got like his paperwork and his pen, and he's like, it's showing me him with his like pages in the book, like, he's like licking his thumb, flicking over the pages, ticking things off like this. He's scurrying all this through. He's hurrying all this up now. We know he's not very patient. Before the Ottawa trucker events, we know he hit too hard. He came out with nearly everything. He nearly wiped everybody out, even back then, with his ridiculous rules, his dictating ways, and that's what caused people to wake up. So now he sort of feels like he feels, in his mind, like I say, he thinks he's the superpower. He feels he's got control of the little people. By freezing bank accounts, throwing people in jail if they stand against government, having all these hate speech bills, blah, 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 the list goes on. This is what I'm getting for him. He thinks now, he's pretty right. He can just keep going. But is he right? I don't think so. It's surprising what little people can do en masse. So watch this space, China. I think Trudeau's going to get a rude shock, and he's not going to like it. He doesn't like when anyone stands against him. We know that. So fingers, China, come on. Oh, let's will these people to do something over there. Not you guys. You've already done your fighting. All right, let's keep going. Still getting Belgium. Belgium's rising. I'm getting Munich still in its up energy power. The little people, that is. I'm getting Australia's becoming a bit of a no-go zone. It could even be around nuclear, no. Could even be around nuclear. Oh, God. Where's all this crap headed? Honestly, where's it all headed? We're a bit of a no-go zone. Because, see, you know why I think it's a no-go zone? Because I reckon Panda, which is our nickname, code name here for China, Panda has a majority rules connection to Australia. I really believe that. And I'm getting that a lot of countries stay away from Australia purely because when it comes to resources. I'm just getting that because I feel like, we know Elbow sold us off to her. I just feel like China's got its claws right in Australia. This cannot be good. This cannot be good, guys. Oh, and that's what I'm getting. So we're a bit of it's showing me like a red cross, like with this round circle, like no-go zone for a lot of, and I'm getting sort of this like nuclear thing too, like the nuclear, it's like this crossover. I'm getting like, don't go there because China wants majority of control in Oz. It's just what I'm getting, guys. So a lot of countries, aren't having a lot of ties with Australia. There's only a handful of countries that'll deal with Australia because they know that Putin's got a good, not Putin, Xi Jinping has a good foothold here. Oh, what has Elbow done? What has he done? See, there's things that he's done that we don't know about, guys. And maybe that's for the best. As if we did, everyone would be marching in the streets and going crazy and losing their shit, wouldn't they? Oh, God. Aussies do nothing, guys. It's embarrassing. It's just the same freedom fighters, the same thousands and thousands of freedom fighters that came together in the beginning. Well, it's time for other people to do a bit, don't you think? Oh, I think it is. It's just madness, isn't it? You just can't believe people can't see this stuff. I know we're on a different reality. We have to be, but seriously. I mean, can't they see a little bit of it? It's like some people are completely blinded to it. But then I guess if you think about it, if they're not seeing those London protests, how would they know? I sometimes think about that. See, we've been talking about it here for months, and I get that little visual, so I see it, and I know you guys see things like this too. It's weird. But anyway, I guess all we can do is just keep dropping little seeds of information and truths and hope that one day people piece it together. A lot are, though. Look, a lot of people are. I guess we have to take that as a positive, guys. All right. I am getting that with the leaders' ladders. We're getting a lot of talk about this ladder of success for a lot of them are still quite competitive and still trying to climb to the top. Even Sushi is still competitive, even though we're pretty sure he's not going to be around for very long. He's still competitive. He still wants to get things done between now and if he exits. He still wants things done. He's still nutting a lot out in the background. Elbow's still climbing. Chris Luxon's climbing. He's not super high up the ladder, Chris Luxon, but he has climbed a few rungs. So I feel like he is definitely bringing a few things in over there in New Zealand. But I'm still seeing fight backs in New Zealand. Might be even, when did I say you'd get them? August or October? I can't remember now. But I do feel like you're going to have something. You're going to have people stand up. It kind of feels renewable-ish to me. Renewable, because we know it's all garbage. Oh, this whole EV car thing is just, it's garbage, isn't it? Oh, one of you, I know a lot of us here watch M Guy. He's an Australian YouTuber. Absolutely brilliant. Talks about the EV cars in layman's terms. It's brilliant if you want to go check it out. M Guy. And there was also one of you was telling me about some of their lucky car experiences and things like, it's just madness. It's absolute madness. I was driving home from the coast the other week, which is about an hour and a half away from me, and you have to go down this mountain, and it's had a few landslides and things, and they've got 3 lots of like traffic lights that you wait. They're just traffic signals that have put a light up because it's one way now in a few parts. And I remember sitting there thinking, wow, if you had a lucky car, like I know how many kilometers are on my car, etc. I thought you would have anxiety if you were traveling. Like if you were a traveler and didn't know the area. See, I know the area. I know there's traffic lights there that you can get held up. So I always leave earlier to go to the acupuncturist and that. But if you didn't know and you were actually traveling in a lucky car, I reckon you'd have a conniption. I was thinking about it when I was sitting there. I thought, because you wouldn't have expected all those light roadworks to be there. So these are the kind of things that I reckon would be very challenging. And your car's sitting idle too. Like it's not like a hybrid, is it, where it sort of charges itself up? I think I'd only get a hybrid if I ever had to go down that road. I don't know. It's such a bizarre thing, isn't it? All right, I'll see if there's something else, and then we might pull some cards. What will we do, guys? Thanks for all your comments too. You guys rock. You're absolutely brilliant. It's so interesting to hear what you guys have got to say. And some of you have been with me for so long, so thank you for supporting my channel too, guys. And we welcome anybody new too. We built this community here, so please feel free to comment. All right. I get Africa a bit, and I still get Africa standing in its own strength and power. I do get that for Africa. They're showing me like their leaders with the pigeon chest kind of thing. Just getting Africa still fairly independent from the rest of the world. I still get that. Keep getting Norway. Keep getting Norway, don't I, guys? Something's being solidified there and locked in as permanent. I'm just getting that for Norway. I think we talked about tunnels. Was it tunnels? There was something in Norway, and it's being locked in like a long-term project. Or I also feel like the people don't have any say in it in Norway. That's a change, isn't it? Something new and different. Don't include the people in your decision-making processes. So I'm still getting Norway. All right, hang on. Oh, this is good, guys. They're showing me the timeline of the Great Global Reset with its red carpet rollout gold trim this year, and it's behind the timeline. The timeline's running behind. I wonder if the London protesters had anything to do with that. It's so good. See, when people fight back, it pushes government back. So then things get put on the back burner. You think about it, guys. They're pushing renewable dates out. Everything's like totally unrealistic that they've been saying. So many things. So I am feeling the timeline of all this is getting pushed out. If you think about it, the cashless society, they've been talking about it for a couple of years now. Still haven't got there yet. Like, does it have to be that much of a gradual procedure, for example, or can they just go, bam, we don't use cash anymore? Like, how does this all work? Or has it got to be gradual that, we get rid of 5-cent piece, then we get rid of, $1, and then we, like, how is this all going to work? See, but it's all kind of getting pushed out. So it just shows that if you stand up to things, you can make a difference, can't you, guys? I might just pull some cards, guys. I've got to get going in a minute. Let's pull an affirmation. We need some affirmations, don't we? We always need affirmations. What do we do? Help, guides. How do we navigate this rubbish? Looks like, well, it's kind of like a flowery lotus thing, isn't it? Oh, the writing's so tiny on these cards, I can hardly read it. I need new glasses, I think. Nourish. Oh. Examine what areas of your life have been neglected. What can you do today to bring... Oh, sorry. The writing's so tiny. To bring more self-care. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm getting new glasses. To this area. I think it's this area. Let me read it that way. Oh, you guys might be... Oh, yeah. To these areas. Look how tiny that is at the bottom. Oh, if I hold it back. There we go. You guys have to read it. Oh. And really, that's about nourishing yourself in all ways. Stimulating your senses. Keeping yourself in a good frequency. Nourishing isn't just about food and eating good fruit and vegetables. That's not what it's about. It's about keeping your mind healthy and clear, looking after your vessel that you're living in, but also spiritually, keeping your focus right, not getting drawn down to the negative energies and things like that. That's what nourish actually means. I'm going to pull a soul expression card as well. Got our big football state of origin game. New South Wales plays Queensland tonight. Oh, go Queensland, Jen. I know I've got a few of you in Queensland. Jen will go for the Queenslanders tonight. Oh, I should have worn my beanie, shouldn't I? I've got a Queensland beanie. Speak your truth. Oh, I lovingly speak my truth. I am worthy of being heard and having my needs met. Oh, I gotta get close. Spot on. That's us. Stay in your truth. And, you know, from the guys, we've already received our badge of truth, haven't we? A badge of honor, like by staying in our truth and our integrity, guys. It's really important. I'm going to pull a happiness. I think we just need something light today, don't we? They're giving me that song, Forever Young. Forever young, I want to be forever young. It's cute, that song. We really want to live forever. No, we don't want to live forever. That'd be just too exhausting. Could you imagine being immortal? Oh, we're getting this again. Look, more meditation, guys. Sorry, I can't focus it. No, won't get it. Meditate. Show stress who's the boss. Oh, that's cool. We will. I don't think, to be honest, guys, I don't think we allow ourselves to get too stressed anymore. I think we've got to a place. We have learnt to live in the now and be still and be calm. And I don't think we allow stress to really take us over anymore. I'm not saying we don't feel moments of stress or we get stress rise up in our body, because we probably do in certain situations. But we don't stay there. That's the difference. We acknowledge it and we let it pass through. Or we go and do something that's going to de-stress us. Like sitting out in nature, watching the birds like we were yesterday in my video. Patting the dogs, taking them for a walk. I feel like we've changed a lot in the way that we manage our lives, and it helps us to de-stress and download. All right, let me see if there's one more thing to finish off with today. Hang on, guys. I'm getting that song by Madonna. Is it Like a Little Prayer? Down on my knees like a little prayer. Is it called Prayer? What's that song? I hear your voice. I can hear you calling like a little prayer. I think it's like a little prayer. Well, we'll all have a little prayer that lots of people wake up, guys, and start to see through the nonsense, and more people stand up in London, etc., etc., and join it up. Well, I'm getting that song by Madonna. Oh, I'm getting that song by... This is a cute song by Harry Styles. Is it Harry Styles? He was out of One Direction, wasn't it? Is that Harry Styles? That Golden? 'Cause you're golden. I'm getting that song for us. They're giving us that song. I'm sure it's... And you're golden. I'm getting that song for us today. We're golden. That's nice, isn't it? Probably because we're shining so brightly, staying in our energy and our truth. I'm getting that song, Golden. I'm sure, yeah, it's Harry Styles, isn't it? All right, hang on a minute. See, there's one more thing. I can hear, I'm getting Missy Higgins, but I'm just trying to think. We often get The Sound of White, which is an amazing song, The Sound of White. Go listen to that. She's an Aussie singer, The Sound of White. She sings it so beautifully. But I'm getting another song of hers. A freeze-dried rose. Envelope me. Oh, that could be the same song, actually. I think it's the same song. You know how confused I get. They only give me phrases and I have to figure out which song it is. All right, hang on a sec. Oh, they're giving me Hunters and Collectors, which is an Australian band. Very popular, actually. Probably in the 80s. And I'm getting that Throw Your Arms Around Me. And we will throw your arms around me And that's like all of us just coming together. I'm kind of getting that song for that reason. Hunters and Collectors, go check them out. They've got some really good songs, actually. They've got one song I really love called You Don't Make Me Feel Like I'm a Woman Anymore. You know it's gonna been a long time. Go listen to Hunters and Collectors, a couple of their songs. It's just so cool. I loved Hunters and Collectors. All right, hang on a sec. Oh, did you guys hear that Crowded House is coming together with some new music? They've got a song out called The Howl, I think, or Howl. It's a bit of a strange song, but they're making new music, so that's exciting. I know I've got a lot of Crowded House fans out there, Neil Finn fans. So go check it out, guys. There's a little bit of new music coming out. I think there's some already out, actually. Hang on a sec. Let me see if there's one more thing. Hang on. You know, they just give me stupid things sometimes, and I go, what? Oh, they're giving me that song. I don't know who sings it, though. They're giving me that back to life, back to reality, back to life. Baby, do you want it? Baby, do you need me? Baby, do you want me? I'm going to leave you with that today. Back to life, back to reality. That's what's happening with a lot of people. We've had that song before, actually. It's actually a beautiful song. I think it's from the 80s as well. I really love that song. It's a great song. All right, I'm going to leave you with that today. Just a heap of music today. Thanks, guys, for all your input as well. Don't forget, like buttons, please comment, and please consider subscribing. Lovely to have you here, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.